All right. What's up, folks? Welcome to the show. Like I said, I'm doing my best right now, man, with no resources. Got me a couple of things, a little bit of what I need today. All right. Almost completely out of money. Tried to ask that guy that I just met online if he's able to send something for now. Would really help. Right now is the time. By the time I get the check, I need help regardless, but right now it's crunch time. This is when it really matters. So I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna go do what I need to do for a minute. I'm gonna have a seat for a minute. Yep, I'm human. And that's about it. And then my day is pretty much, over with, concluded. It's been a real positive day. It's all about outlook and perception, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, either way, we still got to get support from the public. All right. Yeah. If y'all didn't notice, that 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 bear crawl thing I'm doing ain't just a bear crawl, bro. That's real. Uh, I done messed up my hand doing it. Not too bad, but fairly bad. Uh, but yeah, I just have to take care of it the best I can. Uh, I mean, I can't even afford to get bandages right now that I need really bad. And that's what I'm saying. These folks, they have the same outlook, same attitude every day, right? I mean, they just, it is what it is. We all know I don't got to spell it out. So I'm doing all this on my own, and I just surrender to God. I just give it over to God, and I do the best that I can, man. Really never asked anybody for anything. I just feel that people should do their part and donate and contribute. I'm a content creator. We survive off donations. So how else is this going to happen? I ran this project out my own pocket for over 2 years, working on my third year here. I need some help right now financially. So it is what it is. What was the point of that? They sat there looking at me, staring for like 3 seconds, looked like two dudes. And then he accelerates as fast as he can, right? And proves that his muffler doesn't work. Yeah. Wow. So it is what it is. I just waved to one of these other ones. It is what it is, boy. But they all looking, they honking, they looking, yeah, getting a lot of attention. But yeah, that bear crawl thing, I'm really trying to do that. I'm not even joking. It comes from the X-Men Wolverine, which I think I have a lot in common with too. But I'm always be Batman, but there's components to everything that I'm adding in and looking into. But I'm not joking. I'm really trying to see if I can do that, and I think I can. I think I'm strong enough where I can get the leverage. Uh, just like I said, I'm gonna have to get some gloves or something because it's too hard on the hands. Um, but long story short, that's an actual like tactic. Like that's an actual thing that like could be advantageous. That's what y'all don't understand because you're not a reincarnated game master like me. That's why they depicted it in the movie. Uh, and yeah, that's pretty much another superhuman impossible thing to do that nobody ever does. I don't know how it'll go with this suit, but when I get a better suit, I could potentially actually do that. Like crawl and like use that as a way to like move quicker and move around sometimes, and to duck and move. So yeah, that's like a real thing I'm trying to work on, but I'm gonna have to get some gloves before I delve into that anymore. I got to give it a break and let my hand heal. As far as the training and working out, I don't know if I'm going to give that a break, but probably wise right now to at least take a couple of days off or a day off if I could, but I don't know. That's pretty hard for me right now. I did it, man. I done accomplished the impossible. I did it today, man. It was the best lift I've ever performed. I know it's the best that's ever been recorded in the history of all time, seriously. Because I've seen him, and the only guy that I ever saw that can kind of do him, I never saw him do that. No, I didn't. Not like that, man. Not holding it like that. So, yeah, I'm gonna give myself some credit. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and quit being so hard on myself and just be proud today and be proud I just accomplished another amazing feat, and that is definitely a 19th world record. I believe we're on 19. I'd be losing count. I'm trying to have Christina help me, but she's very busy negotiating and doing everything that she needs to do. I love you, honey. I hope you're okay. I know you will be. I hope I am. I'm going through things I can't even describe, okay? Especially physically. Um, but doing my best. You know what I mean? Um, it is what it is. Man, today I had to drink a Coke Zero. Yeah. Coke Zero. I don't ever drink those. I drink regular Coca-Cola, but I don't know why they gave me that one, but it's so good. Maybe they ran out of their one or just wasn't thinking of it. But either way, I appreciate it, but I just don't drink those normally. I drank it though. Hell, at this point, I'll drink anything. Especially anything. Dr. Pepper. Said Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola, yeah. But yeah, me and some folks, not really affiliated, but we all right. Like Ruby Jimmy, we good, we all right. Him and I are fine. He seems a little bit more chill lately. I think he's starting to understand and realize reality. I mean, I wish him the best, and I hope that he makes good decisions, better decisions, and figures it out. All I was trying to tell you, is if you focus, you just got to get away from these people, man. And I don't know, it just seems like you don't want to listen, but it's kind of always been his thing. But you got to get away from these folks, man. I mean, you have potential to actually do something, and this may not be what you want to hear, but it's the truth. You're just kind of talking about it right now, and you can't just sit there and talk about ideas and concepts and you're going to do this and that. It's not going to work, brother. You got to just actually do it. And you have a bit of a platform, you have a voice. I think he's extremely talented in the rapping and the rap. Seriously. I mean, I think he could be like the next 50 Cent if he actually put his mind to it and really brought that persona to it and really took it serious. But it's just a lot of these individuals, and this is not saying anything but something positive and real and true, but they don't understand what work ethic is. I mean, you don't understand there's a difference between always having fun and clowning and partying and really just putting work in. When you get in the studio, when I get in the studio, it's work time, it's go time. I mean, I'm being for real. I mean, like, it's fun. I love it, but I'm serious. Like, I'm serious as hell when I'm in the studio. Whenever I'm rapping, writing lyrics, recording, I'm serious. I'm in a very serious mood. and even though it's fun and I'm having fun, I'm very serious because I'm working out the waves and the patterns in my mind of what I'm doing, what I'm creating. I can hear an instrumental or a beat and create a symphony in like 5, 10 minutes, the whole thing. Write it from scratch, record it, produce it. Every time I record it for the last, I don't know how many years, it's always taken me like one take normally. And if not, I just do like the overdub vocals. And if not, I just correct a couple of things real quick. And that's about it. I mean, God just divinely orchestrates any production I make and puts it out perfect. So, I mean, a lot of these programs, they be mastering tracks too without you really having to do much, or you just figure out there's a setting that'll just master it in 2 seconds. So, we live in a day and age of technology. I would take advantage of it. And all I'm saying is, I mean, I don't know what you're doing. I understand that you're working, but working a job is not going to be enough. I mean, I'm sure they're all over there lying about how much money they make. Ain't no job going to pay $500 a month. I don't even think that, and even that's not much, especially if you got to pay for anything. Now that's cool if you're able to stack that because you're taken care of and everybody else is doing everything, paying bills or whatever. That's cool. I ain't mad at you. Do that, but I'm just saying that's not a whole lot of money. That's not you know, it doesn't mean much, but that's what you should be doing so you can save up. What you ought to do is learn how to invest in stocks. See, I wish I had these opportunities y'all had. I wish I had a support system like him so I could do stuff like that and really be able to save all my money. I don't have nothing. I got folks, that it's totally the opposite. So, they make everything more impossible for me every day, harder and harder instead of easier. That's my whole point. If I was in any kind of halfway normal environment, I'd be all right. I could go to a shelter in Dallas and honestly probably do better. And that's sad, but I don't want to live like that. Hell no. It's wild in Dallas, bro. You think I'm 36 years old and I'm Batman for my career and my living, and I'm the real thing, and I've been through hell and everything. You think I want to go through that? Trying to get away from drama. Dallas is full of it, bro. Like I look back sometimes, I think I'm like, man, I don't even know how I got through Dallas. Dallas is pretty bad, bro. It's pretty rough. I mean, y'all don't get. I couldn't even walk down the street without some kind of problem that was very serious. But folks just learned with me that I was the real deal. Folks learned he's not going to back down, and they just think I'm crazy or whatever. I had to hold my own hard body in Dallas. And then, like I said, I started taking dudes out of the shelter and we went to like the cemetery and we had actual boxing matches for real. And then, the gang members out there, I had beef with one of them that was, what, with the red rag. And he tried to pretend he was going to do something and didn't do nothing. It was because he was afraid of me. He didn't actually want to put on the gloves that I paid my money for and bought. It was over like 200 something dollars. I remember I was with my little friend who was a little younger than me, carrying him around with me and teaching him stuff. And I was training him, remember? That was a real good dude, man. He was a good dude. I miss that guy. I can't remember his name, but he was a good dude. He had a good heart. But that was why I pulled him out of the shelter, like to the side, and we started doing what we was doing because, he kept getting into it in the shelter. So he was known as like the toughest dude with hands in the bridge. You can ask about all these accounts. These are real testaments and accounts. I was in the bridge. Like folks know me. So he was the one getting it in the bridge, getting in the mix. And everybody, I asked him, like, who's like the toughest dude out here? Like who's the craziest, who really be getting busy? He said him. So I took him and I trained him, and he couldn't even come close to hanging with me. I mean, he was nowhere near me and realized real quick this dude really is the real deal and knows what he's doing. And I had to teach him. So think about that. I go into the bridge, that environment, it's worse than prisons. And I take a dude in there who's the toughest guy in there, winning every bout, everything, like real stuff, like for real. You know what I mean? And I have to train him and teach him how to box. I mean, that's a pretty tough, that sounds like a pretty tough guy talking about me, him as well, you know. And I remember he got me good at one time on camera, if y'all remember it. And yeah, I felt it. So I could see what they meant. He wasn't no joke at all, like at all. He had a lot of power. He was stocky and shorter, and them stocky short ones, they got that what strength. That stuff is real, man. And yeah, he caught me one time. I was like, whoa, like I didn't expect that. And yeah, so see, that's why you got to duck and bob and weave and move in boxing because you don't want to get caught. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, I do the real thing. I have a lot of background, a lot of experience. I'm not these other folks just posing and talking. I really did this. Hard body, the real thing. Held my own in jails, screaming on dudes in Atlanta in the detention center downtown, right next to 5 Points, next to the MARTA. Like I said, all through Bankhead, held my own. When I was young, I was like 17, like 16, 17, or like freshly 18. And then that's when I got locked up out there. And then it happened a couple of times, different jails. I think it was DeKalb or Cobb County. They're all corrupt. They were just trying to make money off me. And it was kind of the same thing. I was having financial issues at the time. So that was affecting everything I was trying to do, everything. That's how I got in most of these situations. It's just part of life. Why don't we eat a steak while we're at it too with some butter? And just take your sweet time. Only take 5 years. Hell, it got all the time in the world. Batman's being sarcastic and funny. There you go. Thank you, Rosemary. I appreciate you letting the wild hear things. I'll say thank you, Rosemary. I've got spurs that jingle, jingle, jingle as I roll right merrily along. And they say, oh, ain't you glad you're single? And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Oh, Marianne, oh, Marianne, oh, Marianne, oh, Marianne. Though we done some moonlight walking, this is why I've been rancy. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle as I move right merrily along. And they say, oh, ain't you glad you're single? And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Oh, I'm a legend. My dad used to listen to that song. I used to love that song. Oh, Dad was a big player. Real talk, not joking. Player. That's probably why he liked that song. Probably him all over it. Oh. Ah. Oh. My pelvis. Yeah, man. Oh, pelvis. Oh, Clevis. I can't walk. But yeah, like I said, I am the great Batman, the notorious, the infamous Boss Don. Right. I am supreme. I reign supreme. And because it bothers Charles, remember, Charles, I am the best. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Said you're the best around. Charles Walker cannot keep me down. You're the oh, for real. You're the best around. Buns not cannot keep me down. You're the best around. Rio James cannot keep me down. You're the best around. Jimmy cannot keep me down. You're the best around. Oh, nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Uh, you're the best around. The penguin cannot keep me down. You're the best around. Oh, I love it. Nothing's gonna ever keep me down. Yeah. Cha. Uh, you'll have no idea what the hell I've been through. You couldn't even fathom. It's impossible. All of it, literally. My story is a hell of a testimony. I might really just have to chill on that phone plan this time so I can make sure I'm eating. I don't know. I mean, I still want to do this. I got to figure out where they got Wi-Fi somewhere out here so I don't have to keep going into town because I got to upload. That's all I need. If I could just upload and get in a groove, but I don't know how I'm gonna make it without this phone plan, man. I got stuff I like to watch. That's the whole issue. So they're all looking at me. The father, the dad's looking at me. It's pretty cool, man. Gotten a lot of positivity for it, so it's all good. We'll be back in a minute. All right, keep tuning in.